What's up, guys? How's it going? Hope everybody's having a great day today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about whether you need soft skills as a developer. Okay, now, it's not the case for everybody. Some developers could just work on stuff and not have to talk to people sparingly, and they're good. They're fine with that, and that's cool. But if you really want to level up your game, if you want to become a senior developer, you want to become a principal engineer, or you want to become a manager, you have to develop and hone your soft skills. It's very important. That's something that I had to learn to become a senior full stack engineer, and it's been a game changer for me. Before I started this channel last year, I was not good at presentations. I'll tell you that. I thought I was really good. I thought I was really good with my soft skills, but working remotely and just working on stuff and not really participating, it really takes a toll on me. It does. So I had to really work on my communication skills, how I convey what I'm thinking about, and be comfortable with that idea, And you're gonna have imposter syndrome thinking about that because tech is so big in terms of what you could do. So even if you had the skills and you're really good hands-on, to give that information to other people, you have to practice and hone. So I'm gonna give you guys a couple reasons why soft skills is very important and why you should start today to take action and get better at your soft skills, hone it, own what you got, own your confidence, right? Own your skill set. So first and foremost, clear communication will equal fewer bugs you have to deal with. If there's something that I need to work on and there's a lot of requirements that I need to vet through and I'm breaking things down, I start to think not by the requirements, but the bigger picture. I start to look at the bigger picture and try to figure out how would the end user actually use this feature? And are there any potential edge cases that we need to address that can become a major problem in the future? Things could be missed in terms of requirements, what could be possible. So having that communication where you're talking with product, you're talking about, okay, I looked at the requirements. This is what I think the route we should go. And this is how I'm going to be addressing these issues. You at least give everybody else accountability in terms of, okay, we missed that and we need to address it. Or maybe it's not something that you have to worry about and you don't have to keep thinking about it. And now you're freeing up your mental space to just work on what's important. Communicating that and actually not being afraid to communicate your thoughts and how you feel will help you not have to deal with any headaches or any fire drills that happen once you get a release out there or you have to hit a deadline. So keep that in mind. The second thing is teamwork. Teamwork and communication goes hand in hand. The way I love to break down communication is that if there's something that I have to work on with another person or another team, I like to communicate and brainstorm the potential way to go about it and how we could get to the end goal, and just have other people participate and really start to get into, okay, if we go about it this way, this will free up our time. This will make us more productive. And actually, we could handle this part versus you handling everything. Like, you could delegate a lot of what you're doing to other people on the team and just have that accountability there. I could tell you, like, being a one-man army is not the way to go. I used to think that way. I used to think, okay, I could be a one-man army. I could get all this stuff done, but you can't get everything done. You just can't. You have to delegate and actually look at what you can do. And if there's someone that knows more than you on a particular area, have them, if they have the bandwidth, do it. So don't be the one to be like, you know what, I'm gonna take care of everything, because you're just gonna waste a lot of your time. So communicating that and being more of a team player will not only you free up your time, but make you more valuable, make you more dependable. If there's any other opportunities that you might be interested in, you'll be the first person that they think of. So always make sure to collaborate with one another and not just stay on your own island. Number 3, which is very important, is presentation skills. I thought my presentation skills were like top notch. I thought I was really good at presenting, but I realized, like, especially with my current gig, I was not good at it. I actually lacked practice. I really didn't take into consideration of taking whatever presentation notes that were written on a slide to actually write it in my own way so that I could present it well and not just going off of whatever is written on the screen. I really got good at presentations because of this YouTube channel. This YouTube channel, I really wanted to help other developers that are aspiring to jump into tech, actually navigate the tech space correctly and actually not make the same mistakes that I did. And the only way for me to do that was to get better at presenting and gathering my thoughts correctly so I can convey what I want you guys to know about. You could see my first video that I posted. I think it's for the pros and cons of working from home, right? That was my first video. You watch that video, you can see night and day difference between that video versus this video. Completely different. Editing that first video was a nightmare. There was a lot of stop words. There were a lot of like not being sure of myself. Now, as I'm talking in this video, I know exactly what I want to talk to you guys about. And I feel comfortable giving you this information because I practiced it. So having the skills will make you more confident. Being able to present an idea and actually getting into the cadence of doing that every single week or anytime that you want to present an idea will make you more confident and better in doing so. So work on those presentation skills. And guess what? If you're not really good at presenting, do the same thing that I'm doing right now. Have your phone locked in, turn it on and record. If you had the presentation ready to go, practice how you're speaking, because you'll figure out the different weird mannerisms that you make, the different things that you tend to say that doesn't make any sense. You're going to cut all that stuff out, and then you're going to be conscious of what what you want to say and actually what makes sense. So just do this and you will get better at presenting. Trust me. Number 4 is that you empathize with, the UI, the user that's going to be using the UI. So what I mean by this is, if I'm building out a feature and it looks bare bones and I could look at it in the app and it doesn't really look good, one thing I think about is like, how would the user actually be using this? Like, how would they interact with it? Would they not like the UI because it's very hard to understand? Or is it just that they don't care about it? And based on the people that actually use your app or your project, you could get a better understanding of that. So if you have someone that's good in UI, UX, and they give you a design and you look at it and there's something that's off with it, you can always just reach back out to them and say like, hey, like I looked at it, everything looks great, but like here are a couple areas that I think we should improve to build so that we don't have to think about it later. And usually they can make those adjustments if they agree and you can start working on it. So, if you empathize with user experience, it's going to help you kind of think about everything from a bigger picture and what you shouldn't waste your time on. Okay. Number 5 is leadership without a title. Okay. Your soft skills will get you to become a leader in what you want to do. If you want to become a principal engineer, this is the start. Start working on your soft skills. If you want to become a senior dev and you want more responsibility, you need to work on your soft skills. Coding can only get you so far. That's something that I really had to learn. I thought maybe improving my coding, my skills in that manner will help with just getting more opportunities. Yes, that is true, but your communication skills comes first. The way you talk comes first. The way you present an idea comes first. So the more you communicate between teams, the more you present yourself, you put yourself out there, you're gonna get to that title in no time. Number 6 is just burnout. If you are constantly saying yes to doing things, you're gonna be burnt out if you're not gonna be managing your time effectively. So the best way to do that is something that you really don't wanna do, or you don't have the bandwidth, just say, I don't have the bandwidth. Have someone else do it. Because a lot of developers get burnt out because they do everything. They try to adhere to a deadline, which I think deadlines can be pushed back, trust me, they can. So if there's something that is impossible or there's scope creep, you have to push back a deadline. But if they're forcing you to get things done and you're spending 12-hour days trying to get stuff done, you're not going to be happy. So the best way to help with your emotional well-being and your mental well-being is just to say no. Say no, because your health is wealth at the end of the day. I don't care. Work will always be there. So prioritize your health. If you need to take a vacation, take a vacation. If you need to schedule out your time, add calendar time blocks, do all that. But don't keep saying yes to things that you don't necessarily want to do and waste time on. Number 7 is getting feedback fuels growth. The more you communicate with others, the more feedback you will get to improve on your skills. You sticking to just yourself, you're not going to get that good feedback. I've gotten constant feedback in terms of the way I present information, how I interact with others, what makes sense, what doesn't make sense, when to say things, when not to say things, based on look and feel, right? And then, based on that feedback, based off of the mentors that I have, I was able to make adjustments. You guys need to do the same. You need to focus on getting that feedback. That feedback is going to help you tremendously. It's going to help you become a better programmer. It's going to help you become a better communicator. So having that is a game changer. You could go on Google, you could look at different links on different topics to be better. But the best thing is action. The more action that you take to getting that feedback, the better you will be. All right. And then the last thing I want to talk about is career progression. Communication and soft skills is going to help you progress further than just hands-on experience. The more you're able to communicate and say, hey, this is the route that we should take, this is what we should do, and take the lead on certain things, is going to open up more opportunities for you. And a lot of people are going to actually think of you as more valuable and someone that they could depend on, as opposed to someone that is just a coder. You want to be proficient in different areas and you want to level up as much as possible. So the only way to get from junior developer to senior to then possibly tech lead to principal engineer, you have to constantly work on your soft skills. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you are introverted, it's okay. You could work on your soft skills to where you could turn it on to be an extrovert and you could turn it off. You could communicate what you want to communicate and you don't have to talk to anybody. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. No one is expecting you to communicate every single day. But the more you do, you start to sharpen that part of your brain to be able to just talk effectively, and that's going to open up more opportunities. You're gonna go from like waiting 5 years to become a senior developer to like maybe 1 or 2 years getting there because you opened your mouth. You took action. All right. So that's it, guys. That's the video. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know how you guys feel about soft skills. If you are working on it, if you're not, start today. Don't wait for the perfect time to start. All right. And if you need any help, you can reach out to me at thefullstackbro@gmail.com. All right. Talk soon.